Hey everybody, welcome to another video. Now, this is pretty much the look back at 2025 for Studio WGS. And I don't usually do this. I prefer looking forward, but I realize it's also a good, you know, it's kind of good to set a little milestone perhaps, on where we are at now to where we'd probably be in about a year, right?
Yeah, don't worry. We're going to get to the top one day. Don't worry. This time next year, we will be millionaires.
So looking back, I suppose at this point is a good idea. Like I said, I'm still 50-50, but I decided just press record and just ramble into the camera. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody who's actually bothered to give us a like and bothered to give us a subscribe. Now, why? Because we've actually set a little bit of growth over the last year, which I thought was is really good. Now, to be honest, I didn't expect the channel to grow at all. In fact, I wasn't so sure what I was doing when I first started. So seeing where it is right now is kind of cool. I still get folks who are kind of surprised that I've been doing this for this long, and yeah, I think this year would make it the 8th year, so I think I'll do something for the 8th year anniversary. In terms of just video, I've had a lot of fun doing videos this year for the channel. I generally don't do videos that my audience expects. I guess I think I should be doing that. I should be doing more, popular grim dark perhaps, or I should be doing more. Yeah, at the moment, popular grim dark is the way forward, but I don't. I'm just not feeling it. I'm more into looking at things that I like, right? And looking at last year, I seem to like flipping through a lot of magazines, which makes sense. When you get to a certain age, you generally look back upon your gaming, past, and it's always nice. It's always nice feeling to look back at where things were, to see where things are right now. So yeah, looking back at the list, I've got a list right here. In case you want me, I'll keep looking back and forth. We did a lot of flip throughs. We did a lot of flip throughs last year, which is good, for me. Why? Because when I do a flip through of magazines, right, I get to see what's out there, and what's new. This is my monthly dose of wargaming, which I get, news. For rule books, it gives me a chance to like go through rule book and look at the potential. Right now, all the while that I've been gaming, I've always been into rule books. In fact, I think collecting rule books is a hobby on its own. I know a lot of folks who actually just collect the rule books, and they collect it because I don't know, it's a thing, I guess. But because I have to do videos for it, right? I get a chance to look through them. I get a chance to, because for me to explain the rule book, you've got to read the books, right? So that's been great. That's been great for me, this year. This year also sees in terms of like YouTube algorithm, the cycling out of the Hail Caesar um video likes and views. If you do not know, YouTube works on a one year sliding rule. So all of the nice views that I got from unboxing the Hail Caesar, I went to the whole Hail Caesar block, right? Epic Battle Hail Caesar is cycled out, which brings me to the last couple of videos I did last year, uh, uh, which is basically Laisu's painting of his Roman epic battles Hail Caesar set. They were so good that I realized I had to reschedule everything to make sure that his video ends the year. It's I theorize, everybody's on holiday, and the buying period would have been over for holiday gifts, and you just want to look at some nice pretty stuff, and that's the reason why I put the Hail Caesar masterclass videos in, which I thought, yeah, great. So that ended the year, and if you haven't, go check them out. Those are really nicely painted figures. A lot of work has gone into them, and worth the view. Also, I was very glad because we actually have one somebody who submitted a big box painted army, which he painted on his own. 2 years and 2 years plus, 2 years a few months. I see he was saying how long it took, and that was the American Civil War big box from the Perry Miniatures, right? That video is very popular for and for good reason. It's a lot of work. And it's kind of great because you can see two different kinds of painters, right? You got Brandon, also Laisu, who does really intricate work, and his output is small, but there's a lot of like a really intricate painting that's done, right, for his showcase. Then we have Basir, who shows you that other kind of painter that you can aspire to, the person that powers through, that gets things done. Now, a lot of times when folks walk into my store and buys a big box, I wonder how much of that box will get completed, and how long will that box be under somebody's like bed, right, or storeroom. And Basir, well, he got the box and he completed the box, and he did it in record time. This is definitely one of the reasons why I was very, very happy to feature that video as well, simply because you just have to keep at it, right, and en masse, it will look great. Right, it will look great. Apart from that, we didn't do that many DBA videos this year. I think the risk is not a risk. The problem is trying to find more armies to feature, but I like the new format that I've gone with, featuring these armies, and I've also attempted to reshoot old videos, right. Now, speaking algorithm wise, is a great idea because you get to redo old videos as new. But the other reason I wanted to do it is because I wanted to put more into the video, right? That way, when somebody else is building a DBA army, they can look back at these videos and, if not, get a guide, get some inspiration for the army that they're building. Last year was also a year we did a lot of like unboxings, which I must say was really, really cool. I mean, for me at least, it was a chance to look into boxes. For a lot of us, opening the box and seeing what's inside is half the fun. I can understand why a lot of these unboxing videos succeed on the internet, right? So yeah, we did quite a number of unboxings, and for me at least, it showed me at my most absent-mindedness sometimes, because because when I do the unboxing, right, I do it just then and there. So I don't even double check what is inside elsewhere, just because I want to be just as surprised as you are when I'm like unboxing. So many a time I've done like I've counted the figures wrong, or I've misrepresented some of the figures which I thought would go there and go this. But the good thing about that is I found out that a lot of folks are actually listening and watching, and they've been nice enough to send me comments like, you do realize blah blah blah, there are 6 figures instead, there are 5 figures instead of 6, blah blah, which I thought was kind of cool. And these I appreciate because it shows that you've actually gone through the video, right? And speaking of that, I said this in the November update. I want to thank everybody who's taken the time to put comments, right? Like I said, you don't realize how grateful I am for the comments. The work that goes in to the videos is not small. It's kind of huge. And we don't at the moment, we don't want to do affiliated links, so we don't want to force you to like buy merch and stuff like that, right? So we ask for a like and subscribe, and the extra bonus is the comments. So I'd like to say, for those of you guys who comment, dude, it meant a lot. So I totally appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. While we're on that, I also thank those folks who actually bought me a coffee throughout the year. There are quite a few of you guys who bought me a coffee. I really appreciate it. I didn't exactly buy a coffee. I bought myself some dinner. $5 here in Malaysia, you can buy dinner. Okay, you can buy good dinner. So you didn't just buy me a coffee, you bought me dinner. So I'd like to thank all of those folks who actually did that. But I also want to thank folks who've actually supported the shop, right? In the same way. Like I'd like to thank Laisu for not just who didn't buy me a coffee, but he buys me a, 100 plus every time he comes and does painting at the store. So I'd like to thank him as well, and I'd like to thank Lan, right, Spunks, for every time Spunks comes, there's something, he's got something in there for me, and these are the things I really really appreciate, because it's a small gesture, right, and you don't get to see it because you're in the video world, right, but I want to put this on record that I appreciate all these guys, like people even like David, who brings his son by, I mean, I haven't had a 7-year-old in my store in so long for painting. So what was he, 9? He's young. It's below 10. So that was nice as well. So this year has been great for hobbying for me. But in terms of painting, I'm just looking at the list of videos that I've done. I didn't do that much painting this year. To be honest, I didn't do much painting. I've hit a slight wall when it comes to finishing my epic Carthaginians, which I hope to complete over the next couple of weeks. It's time to get it out of the way. And I started off this year by completing the Style Trooping, which was, to be honest, it was on my hobby desk for the longest time, and I was thinking, man, 2026 is gonna come. I'm gonna have a lot more free frames to finish, and I don't want this to stack up, right? So yeah, there's that. But what's happening for the channel for the next coming year? I'm not so sure actually. I play it by ear. I don't play it by trend. Yeah, I don't know. Last year we actually featured a die. We actually had a dice die. We actually had some dice that I wanted to feature. Which I thought was, why not just do that? Just feature that. We did more yearly showcase, right? Monthly showcase, right? Which I thought something I never thought I would do, but I have a lot of fun doing that, right? So I don't know. I'm not so sure what the new year is gonna bring, but whatever the case is, I hope you stay with us until we do this again next year. Keep your eye open. I've got so much stuff to share. If you're looking for a particular kind of thing for this channel, you're gonna be slightly disappointed, because we don't just concentrate on, like, say, miniatures or historicals or say science fiction of Halo. We do a whole lot of stuff, right? And instead of like breaking this into like 5 different channels, the RPG channel, blah blah blah, I want to put it all here and just release them as they come. So if videos for that particular week didn't suit your taste, hang in there. There's definitely going to be one that will. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm like I said, thanks so much for making 2025 an interesting year for me. Yeah. In terms of video, I think I did a lot of work. I did a lot of work. But again, thanks so much for watching. And as always, right, don't forget to enjoy painting those figures.